Hey everybody, welcome to the Alabama High School Football Show. What's up, Jerry?
You know, I'm just here trying to keep it real, like the North Glencoe Baptist Church Jeff Little Sunday School class, 845 men's.
Men's.
Keep it real, y'all.
You don't like men's no more. I don't like men's no more.
Dude, that video.
It owns me, man.
It's the.
I ain't gonna lie about it.
That's a little inside joke, but we got to post that video.
We will.
It's so funny. He said, I've been saved. I don't like men's no more. Great video.
Oh my gosh. So, man, interesting week of high school football.
Yeah, man. It was a, overall, 6-4 record for the county. I mean, all kind of with 6-4. That's pretty okay, right? We love that. Good morning, everybody.
What about your record?
Better than Kevin Moore. I was kidding. He does a great job, man.
You sent me that, and you said the words that struck me were, I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help myself. You just had to pick the games this week. You didn't publish it anywhere, though, so that was good. You didn't step on
myself
toes.
out there, but again, and we thank Kevin Moore for making Kapow Media a sponsor of a show. That was very nice of him. Man.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he always. I mean, he puts us out there,
Thanks,
man.
pal.
So nice of
Thank
him,
you, buddy.
Hey, what's up? Morning, Tim Crow. We put people. We just love pushing people to Kevin Moore.
I love
Such a
Kevin.
fun show. First of all, you have no idea what he's going to say, and
Which is great.
And sometimes you don't even understand what he's talking about.
Yes.
You don't always get his jokes.
Let me tell you what he said. So we watched him play at this Pentecostal church. So he was sat in with the band and played.
This is the Rick Burgess thing.
Yeah. And so he sees me ways before he's up on stage. I'm like, what is Kevin Moore doing up there? And I don't recognize any of these other guys, right?
Yeah.
But Kevin's up there. And they play songs. And I'm going to be honest with you, they did about 6 songs, and they're amazing. The people can sing over there.
Sure.
They're really good. But I didn't know but one song. And I've been in church a long time. So these must be Pentecostal songs, right? They may have their own anthems and stuff.
Sure, that makes sense.
And so Kevin comes straight down, makes a beeline, and there's probably 500, 600 folks there. And he walks down and goes, I didn't know any of those songs. I was just playing. I didn't know.
He said, I don't know Pentecostal songs. I go to a Baptist church. Speaking of Baptist, there's Jason Cole watching.
Baptist.
Good morning.
He ain't Baptist no more. You see, he got free from religion.
Now he's done with legalism.
Oh, legalism, not religion. It's legal. I don't think he's religious
Same
either.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well,
Not that most Baptists are. I mean, they're not. Most are not. According to me. Now, we don't get Jerry talking about it.
I'm not going to talk about it at all, but I think we should change the name of the church. Covered Dish Baptist Church. If you're thinking for a name, Covered Dish Baptist to get your attendance up.
Bro.
I'm telling you.
Or your famous one that you coined years ago.
Deny, counter accuse.
No, Beer Baptist.
Oh, Beer Baptist is legit. Especially after Bama and Auburn lost.
We're not scared to have you on as a guest, Kevin Moore. We want you as a guest.
Man,
Matter of fact,
yeah,
next
you're
week,
always
let him
welcome.
sit in that chair.
Bro, you got a key.
Yeah, you come on in, son, anytime you want. This is you, buddy. So we'll have you on next week on the Kapow Show, and we'll
Yes.
make all sports.
Book it.
Done.
Book it. Next Tuesday,
Done.
gonna be there.
But done.
Yes.
Be that way.
Come on with it.
So we're talking about the CDB, baby. Jason. All right. So let's go over the last
Scores
week's
from last
score.
week?
Yeah, go over 'em.
So Gadsden City over Lee, 55-0. Etowah over who gives a piss about Aniana? That's what I say about it. 42-6. Westbrook 48, Ohatchee 27. Unbelievable game. That game was actually really, really close. That's why you're our team of the week. The Westbrook Warriors. Woo!
Oh, hold on.
I told you about them. I told you about them Warriors.
The
Boom.
Warriors, right? You mean them Warriors right
there?
These Warriors right there.
Team of the week. Team of the week.
Put it right there.
Team of the
See
week.
it? I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can see it. There you go.
How about Weaver over Glencoe, unfortunately, 42-20. Gaston got a huge victory over Section, 42-28. You guys were the backup, right? Team of the week.
Oh.
You would have been. Westbrook, which is the game, just a little bigger. But we see you. We appreciate you. And because they did that, they get free food on Mondays after a victory.
Ooh,
Ain't nothing wrong with free food, baby.
free foods.
Like Covered Dish Baptist Church. Love it. How about Alexandria over Hoax Bluff, 28-27? What a ball game that was. And maybe somebody will kind of chime in here that was at the game and give some information what went down late in that game. I heard a couple different versions. Wow. Hey, Kel O'Brien. Good morning, man. Southside over Mae Jemison, 27-6. Coosa all over Cleveland in the Marco Bryant Bowl, 43-0. Boaz on top of Sardis, 35-14. And Cold Springs over West End, 26-12. West End just can't seem to get on track. Hopefully they're building for the future over there. Okay. So that is the games. 6-4 for Etowah County teams, those who are keeping score. Pretty good week. Pretty good week.
Dang. That's the way you do it. So Gadsden City hung, what's up?
Double nickels.
55?
They pulled a Michael Jordan.
Woo, 55 hung it on them. But now they got an opponent in Fort Payne that's 4-2 that's...
This has been a nice little rivalry over the years. The two teams definitely aren't scared of playing each other. Gadsden City, man, just scored. Last year was 63-41, I think, something like that. And Fort Payne has never beaten Gadsden City.
Wow. So that Fort Payne started off with 2 straight losses against Scottsboro and
we've all had losses in Scottsboro.
take the L and go on to the house. Go on to the house, and then they beat Southside, Mae Jemison, Mortimer Jordan, and then Buckhorn, and so now Gadsden City is coming to Fort Payne.
But this is really the battle to get the upper hand to win the region championship. Both these teams are 3-0 in the region play. Interesting, man. It's going to be interesting how that shakes up. I'm looking at all the teams that region. Talking about Buckhorn, Fort Payne, Gadsden City, Hazel Green, Lee of Huntsville. Sorry for them, they're horrible. Mae Jemison and Southside. When you really look at the top 4, it's pretty obvious. It's Fort Payne, Gadsden City, Buckhorn, Mae Jemison, and Southside. It's going to be, Hazel Green, sorry for your luck, and Lee Huntsville, this ain't your year this year.
Exactly.
So what do you got? Well, we got Georgie watching, Mr. Taco himself.
Oh, your son be kicking that ball like
that. Miss Coach Davis is watching.
Hello, Miss Coach Davis.
Do you want to talk about Central now?
No. Wow. Why are you bringing up the past like that? Do you know the fighter? We need to know. We need to know the information.
Of course, but that's good people down Central now. Looking for Gadsden City to get a lot of penalties via Fort Payne home cooking. That's why Fort Payne is called the hosiery capital of the world.
Speaking of referees, okay, so you talk about Buckhorn going that played Fort Payne. Now you got another region game, Southside and Buckhorn. That's happening. No, they're both 3-3, right?
And it has to, again, talk about playoff implications. We're getting down to the part of the season where it matters, right? Sure. You have to get these victories, and they've never played that I know of. I don't think Buckhorn and South has ever played before. Should be interesting, and if I'm handicapping this ball game, I think the Panthers are on a roll. Pause up, calls out, Mr. Jason Bozeman. Go get that victory. Go get that dub.
You get rare. I want to hear him do it. I've got to hear him do the rare.
He'll do it, man.
Rare. A terrible season. If you look and
oh, you must be talking about Sartre.
Yeah, it's just not working out for him this year. And
Injuries,
it's a tough year.
Man. No, they had a ton of kids injured, and sometimes it's good just to send some positive text messages to these coaches, these players.
Sure.
Sometimes it's just not your season, but you're building for the future. And I think B.J. Brooks is the right guy for the job. I think they're going to do some good things. Southside won this game against Douglas. Sardis won the game against Douglas 35-21 last year. And Douglas is playing incredible football. Douglas is really, really playing good ball, except for region play.
Doesn't work out.
0-3 in the region. And, of course, Brewer is 0-3 as well, and Sardis 0-4. So, hey, that's right, Jason Cole. Ton of injuries, man. And high school football, you get the right people hurt, key positions, good luck.
Yeah.
So keep your head up, BJ. We love you, man. We appreciate you. A lot of quality up there on the mountain, and things will be brighter for you. I promise.
A lot of injuries, but in a tough year, and tough year. Etowah Blue Devils are having a tough go at it this year, and they got an away region game against the Anniston Bulldogs.
That's going to be a good one.
That just had a big win, right? So we'll talk
Yeah.
about that in a minute. Or you did talk about that, but Anniston and Etowah at Anniston. The field cut short at Anniston. A lot of speed in Anniston.
There is a lot of speed.
Yeah.
No, Etowah has some speed as well. The teams that really hurt Etowah are the bigger guys, right? They run up the middle. They're physical because they just don't have the depth and the people to do it. But Anniston kind of has Etowah's number. The all-time record is 13-23-1 all-time in favor of the Bulldogs. But Etowah has won 2 of its last 3. Only loss was the double overtime loss at Southside Homecoming. That don't piss you off.
That
I
is
don't know what
disrespectful.
will. Yeah. And they had the lead in that game most of the game. But again, good teams find ways to lose. Sorry, good teams find ways to win. Not so good teams find ways to lose. Kind of your sins will find you out.
Come
kind of
on.
deal. But they still have a shot at making the playoffs here. When you look at this region as a whole, Cherokee County's 4-0. I don't think anyone's gonna beat them. But Alexander is 3-1, Hokes Bluff 3-1. So it's all gonna come down to that 4th place team, and it's Anniston's 2-2, Etowah 2-2. Still outside, White Plains is 1-3, Aniana's 0-4. Sorry about that.
Why does that make you laugh?
And Asheville is 1-3. So Etowah made the playoffs last year.
Okay.
Hey, Bo Black, thanks for watching, buddy. We hope Grant's doing well. We certainly sending lots of prayers to him. More than just you being his dad. We're actually praying for his surgery. We know he's doing well. So Etowah has to win this game.
Yeah.
If Etowah has any chance of making the playoffs, they need that tiebreaker win against Anniston. Those tiebreakers matter, and I think they're going to do it. I think the Blue Devils win.
You think they pull it up?
I think they're going to get the victory.
Good. You talked about Cherokee County just a second ago. When you were talking about Etowah.
Yeah.
You said you don't believe Cherokee County is going to lose at all.
I don't.
Got a big region game coming up this Friday night, going on the road, and they're going into a hostile place that's probably pretty ticked off that they got beat this past week against Hokes Bluff.
If they're going to lose, Hokes Bluff would be the one, I think. Right? Very upset. Piedmont just scored again. They're very, very upset. They're going to lose, George says. Well, you could be right. How about if they win, you bring me tacos. If they lose, you bring me tacos. I think it's fair. It's a fair deal.
I think it
Fair
is
bet.
a win-win.
It's a fair bet.
How about this? If they lose, you bring free tacos. If they win, you still bring tacos and Jared pay for them.
Jeff will be happy to. We'll take a collection plate. Yeah, so I think it's going to be an interesting game. So it's Cherokee County. They were in an ugly game last week, right? So they're getting coached up very hard this week. They won 14-0. Ugly game against Anniston, right? When Anniston they beat them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they beat Anniston 14-0. So it's going to be very, very close.
Well, you said Cherokee County?
Yeah, who's your Cherokee County?
Piedmont.
No,
Piedmont beat them.
no,
I think they did.
not last week.
Or not last week, but 2
Yeah.
weeks ago. Cherokee County lost their only game to Piedmont.
Yeah, week
that was
one,
season
right?
opener.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
We're talking about the region.
Sorry, we got confused. I got confused.
We was confused. Then.
We was confused.
So, what do I get if they lose? I will.
Jerry's really good. He's going to cook some brisket chili.
Yeah,
You get brisket chili.
I get brisket chili.
Bingo.
Brisket chili.
Yes, sir.
If you could take the heat, Georgie. Oh wait, never mind. It'd be good.
He can take the
You better add your own peppers.
yeah.
So who are we talking about? Hokes Bluff. Hokes Bluff lost, right? And I want somebody to explain exactly what happened in that game that was there, that visually put their eyes on it. 28-27. Tough loss, man. He said bet. Got you. Who am I rooting for? Oh, I need Etowah to win to get free tacos. Come on, Blue Devils. Huge game. Do you want to be going into Hokes Bluff with a very upset team?
No.
Coach Rob will have his dudes ready to go, but I'm telling you, They're going to be physical. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a game to watch, man. I'm pretty excited.
Well, next on your list, Jerry, is
Who's
a
next?
team that is it's the Gaston Bulldogs.
Yeah, man, big victory last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Big victory.
You like this coach, but they're going against Pleasant Valley this coming week, a team that's 5-2. Got a few good athletes on that Pleasant Valley team.
They do.
They really do.
I like the quarterback.
QB.
I think
is good.
he's really good. It's Pleasant Valley won last year 50-20, right? I mean, it was a
They won last year.
blowout.
Yeah.
That was a different team, different coach.
Right.
It's tied 7-7 all time in the series.
Ooh.
So it's a little battle, a little rivalry coming up. Big Willie gonna be there.
He is. It's a homecoming.
Oh, it's homecoming.
It's homecoming.
Oh, okay.
And so they got the battles of junior and seniors going on in Pleasant Valley.
Did
So
he ever get
they're
home? Is his flight still in the air?
He's
Okay, good. He
Last
had a
night,
great trip.
He slept well, but he came home and straight went out rolling yards last night. He got home from Canada and went to roll yards
As he
after
should.
he went to school yesterday. He came in, flew in from Atlanta, and went right to school, got class in, and came on in. Yep.
Because he stands both feet on business,
Yeah,
10 toes up, son.
Handling business.
Again, a region game there, and there's still some room to be made. No one, I mean, Pisgah's 3-0 in that region. Pisgah's going to win the region. All right, let's just say it. Pisgah's going to win the region. Then you have Cedar Bluff at 2-2. Gaston's 1-2. They have to get that victory. North Sand Mountain, the Bison 2-1. Pleasant Valley 2-1. Sand Rock 2-2, and Section 0-4. So Gaston has any hope. They have got to beat Pleasant Valley. Then they got Pisgah, which is I'm sorry, but then they can beat Sand Rock. So if they can end up with 3 victories, there's an outside shot. So it's going to be interesting to see. So good luck. Bring home that victory for Etowah County.
I think I went out of order.
It doesn't matter. Who's next?
That's my fault. I think we got Glencoe. We've already hit West End.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, I totally and I messed myself up because I pulled up the information again on West End. I said we just talked about them.
Yeah, I was letting you kind of just
Thanks, pal.
tell me what to do, man.
Thanks,
'Cause I'm
pal.
all about you.
Thank you.
So tough season here for Glencoe all time. You know they got Sachs. We know Sachs is a very good team. With the game they had with Westbrook, 8-12 all time, so they're only 40%. But Glencoe started the season off at Southeastern with 31-12 win. Injuries happened. Their best running back, Aaron Mann. Somebody say their best player, Aaron Mann. ACL surgery out for the year, but they got some guys step up. I know Alex Hudson and Hayden have played well, and some other kids out there. They got some man. They're just scrappy bunch, man. They're a scrappy bunch, and they're gonna beat somebody they're not supposed to beat. They are going to clip somebody, and it's going to have. I don't mean clip like Sopranos about to clip you.
I know. I know what you're talking about.
That they're not supposed to beat, and they are going to make waves for the region. They got Sachs, Ohatchee, Locust Fort, and Piedmont. Man, they closed their last 2 games of the season at Locust Fort and home against Piedmont. Maybe 2 of the toughest games in the state of Alabama. Locust Fort lost their quarterback, unfortunately, who was by far their best player on that team. So that diminishes what I think that team can do. I'm talking they could be a state championship team with their quarterback, but my understanding it's a lower extremity injury, so he's done for a while, unfortunately. So Sachs, and this game is at Sachs, so go on, get that victory, man.
Go on and get that dub. You talked about state champions.
What, Jamie Grant, all the way from Hawaii.
Hey, buddy. Man, looking tan and stuff up there.
Man.
Yeah, looking good. Love it. Living the dream. I love that. You're talking about state champions. Just a minute ago, look for another team looking for a state championship.
Yeah.
As Coosa Christian, they played for one last year. They're welcoming in Cold Springs High School
Yeah.
to come in and play. So they're 4-3. Coosa 6-1, as everybody knows. Coosa has got some heavy momentum going.
And what I really like about what Coosa is doing, they're playing a lot of kids. So like the seventh grade quarterback is getting a lot of reps, right? A lot of young kids. I love what Coach Matthew Crane is doing with that JV squad.
I wouldn't know. He don't call me back.
Because you always text him in bad times, man.
Yeah.
That brother's always at work.
That's true.
I know you got to come on in, dog. Bring the 10 with you. Roger Chan. This is his come. That's great. So I love the fact that Thank you, Roger, for seeing that. A lot of young kids are getting plays, but no matter who the opponent is, Coosa is being very physical, very aggressive, and going to get those points early, flying around to the football. Shutout, 2 points, shutout.
Man, and you said the 2 points they scored themselves. Right?
They did, yeah. So they scored all 31 points against 5. So it's going to be a great home night. Then in 2 weeks we travel and we go to West End to close out the region play. Coosa's already guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, so congratulations to Coosa for doing that. And then the game to end the regular season is a stinking doozy. We could see that matchup again in the playoffs. And you being an alum, Jeff, what are your thoughts about Coosa playing the kind of schedule it plays?
Well, it freaks me out. I mean, because I've never seen anything like that. I mean, Pierce County in Georgia, Pell City. I mean, they're playing big time school, Tuscaloosa Academy, and then you got a coach in Coach O'Brien that he's not scared. But the one thing he always says is he wants to challenge his guys. They need to play up, right? You play up, you get better, and I believe that now watching him. Watching what this guy's put together, they've got a big time run going, and I'm just excited about the future because if they're putting those kind of points on, you got the 7th grade quarterbacks out there getting all that experience, and everybody else that is out there, these underclassmen getting this experience. I think that is a one-upper for next year for Coosa Christian.
Well, they're outscoring Coosa. If you look at offense, Tuscaloosa Academy to Coosa, they're out. They got a great quarterback. I mean, he's fantastic. They're averaging 40 points a game offensively, giving up 13. And they're undefeated this season. They went to Pickens County game 2 and shut them out 46-0. We know how tough Pickens is. They beat American Christian to start the season 38-24, which is fantastic. They beat Aliceville 51-6. Isabella 21-12. It's been their closest game. Beat Greene County 49-14. They were bye week. Then they beat Vincent 35-21. Again, we're looking, 3-4 games down the road. The only one we really want to care about right now is Cold Springs, and I think that's going to guarantee they get that victory. They lock up the region championship.
There you go.
So they're playing for a championship.
There you go.
Friday night at who's the name of your stadium, Jeff?
Philip Ellen Stadium. Get your mouth right when you say it.
I want you to say it.
You think a lot of people say, "Well, look at their region." They didn't help it. They can't put themselves in the region. They're put in a region who they're selected. They have no say so in that because you got Southeastern Faulkville, Susan Moore, Cleveland, Cold Springs, and West End. I mean, most of them are not having the best years. But then you look who he picks to play.
Sure.
I mean,
sure.
When you pick those guys to play. Speaking of Christian schools, the other Christian school, there's a couple other ones, but the other Christian school that's got a big-time football team, big-time football program coming off a big win against Ohatchee last week.
Team of the week?
Your team of the week.
Bam.
Westbrook is hosting. Are they on the road?
No, it's homecoming.
That's homecoming for Innovation Academy, right? So, what's your thoughts on Innovation? Of course, I don't know anything about
them. I think they're a newer school.
Where are they from?
They're somewhere in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, somewhere in Tennessee. I know that they were scheduled for a reason, and that reason sometimes it's tough to find a game to play a good football team.
Sure.
And Coach Steve Smith and his crew, man, were able to get that 48-27 victory that they had to get to keep this region playoff hope alive. So they get Innovation Academy, homecoming, go out, support. And what's up, Marty? It's going to be a fun game, fun atmosphere. Homecoming means food, and it's a Christian school. They should have a table just for covered dishes over there.
Yeah.
It should be covered dish homecoming.
The covered dish bowl.
Come on, Steve.
Right there.
That's awesome.
Kevin Moore's already made a prediction, so you don't even have to wait for the Kevin Moore show.
Sure.
He says 44-0 over Cold Springs, Coosa.
Okay.
Thoughts on that?
I ain't mad at you.
If you had to pick, what was your score?
I'm not going to pick that game.
He'll pick it and send it to me. Kevin, here's what I'm going to do. When he sends me his picks, because he did last week, and it was good, did really well, I'm going to send them to you. But it'll have to be after your show because you can't be copying Jerry.
Oh, it's the team is in Nashville. I think this is this Jay Allen's uncle
Yes,
Is that who
I
this
think
is?
so. Yep.
Yeah, Innovation. It's in their first year of a program, and they're in the Nashville area.
Okay.
So that means they'll probably end up having talent.
Ooh.
Man, that's a great area for high school football for sure.
Well, the Nashville area is fired up right now about winning. Them brothers.
Good
Handle.
old Rocket Top. Oh, wait, they lost.
Matt, don't they play Tennessee this coming week?
Who?
Vandy and Tennessee? Is that who they play?
I don't know.
They beat Alabama, though. They in Nashville. Man.
That's where you wanted to bring
It's
the
a
show
tough
down.
loss,
You wanted to
man.
bring
It's
the
a
show
tough loss, but just trying to say.
down. Anchor down.
Mm.
Hold up. Anchor down.
You see where they took the goalpost and marched it like 3 miles to the river and threw it in the river?
Okay. Tennessee did that when they beat Bama.
Is that what they did? Okay.
So in Tennessee, you
But
just
it's just right out there outside the stadium.
you just throw stuff in the river? That's what you Tennessee folks do. Boy, they got moonshine in Tennessee. though.
They'd be pulling stuff out the river. They'll be cooling down the shine.
Yeah,
with the
Vandy has
river.
Kentucky, Tennessee has Florida.
Okay, Tennessee and Florida. Wait,
Yeah.
Kentucky and Vandy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Both those teams have upsets this year. One at Ole Miss, and
And Kentucky almost pulled out a big one against Georgia.
but they didn't. But they lost. So this region, Region 6, man, look, it's Glencoe, it's J.B. Pennington, Locust Fork, Ohatchee, Piedmont, Sachs, Walter Weber, Weaver, and Westbrook. Incredibly tough region. And so the two teams head and shoulders above right now, Piedmont 4-0, Walter Wellborn 4-0. J.B. Pennington 3-2, Westbrook 3-2. And they play next week.
Come on.
Woo!
Come on.
We'll really break that game down. That'll be good. We'll do that on Coach Steve Smith's show next week, not this week. This week it's all homecoming, innovation, Tennessee.
I look for Westbrook to do some serious work. Take out some frustrations. Have some fun. Steve Smith, you said it was his favorite time, homecoming.
Homecoming. He hates homecoming.
he
but
was like,
he would like it more if you guys brought some covered dishes.
hey. Well, that,
Anything else we didn't talk about?
Nope.
Yep, you missed West End.
I did. I thought we got West End. We talked about West End.
Did we?
I swear we did. Let's talk about it again.
Who they play?
They play Eider, I believe.
They do play. All right, we didn't talk about it. What okay, Steve?
There you go. Eider. Nope, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. I still have it up, but I didn't look at it. I guess I overlooked it.
Heard that about.
So anyway, hey, Vinemont, Cold Springs handling the losses, and now Eider. You think Eider's about to handle one?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. They're
Eider
trying.
ain't won a game.
Huh?
Eider ain't won a game.
What does that mean?
It don't mean anything in this one. I'm
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. I know they better not be looking ahead to Coosa. Because they play Coosa next week. They'll go to road 2 Eider.
no. Better get your mind right for this one. Get your mind right. Go ahead, speak to it, Jerry.
Well,
I got you jacked up. I'm sorry.
One of these teams have to win. They have to. All time, the series is tied 4-4.
Yeah.
And West End won last year 48-12. So I'm saying Etowah County gets the victory.
Oh,
I said
there it is, Kevin.
There it is.
He just said that they're going to win.
I did it, Kevin.
He said they're going to win 17-6.
Is that what I said?
That's what he said.
If my pastor says it, it must be true.
Well, we know that ain't right.
What's up, Brett Top Smith?
Man,
What's going on, guys?
he made it. He made it.
So that wraps up that. But let's talk about all week we've been having talk. You know, we put a poll out. Actually, we put a question out. Who was the best head football coach in Etowah County?
Okay.
Then we went through, dug through, and got the names out that was most talked about, and we put it into a poll, and 177 votes. Not bad.
No.
Yeah, 177 votes. Coming in last place, there was only 5. Was other.
Other got it.
Okay, 1 through 4, and the number 5 was other, and it was other. 4 votes for other.
Okay.
Coming in 4th was Coach Rob. He got 15 of the 177
You almost
votes.
got accosted for even asking just why.
Brad, we're talking about current head football coach. Wyman Townsend.
He
You're
would have been right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for that one. We're talking about current head coaches. Thanks for reading and voting in the poll. Coach Rob came in, and like people were offended because I made a statement hey, why do you think this coach is why? And they took it like I was debating it, like, no, he's not, or he's. That's not what I was doing at all. I said, I want to know what makes him a great coach.
Yeah.
And Hayden Coker quickly backed up.
You mean
From the Hayden Coker show?
Yeah.
I said, man, I'd come on this show, and if he wants to debate it, we'll debate it. I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. I'm going to bring out records. I'm going to bring out different things, and let's see.
Let's not debate that one.
Let's see.
Coach Rob in last place.
Coach Rob, other than he beat other,
Okay.
he got 15 votes of the 177. Second and third was very close. 22 votes and 21 votes. 21 votes, Steve Smith. Westbrook.
Okay.
Third. Ali Smith got 22 votes. At Gadsden City, I mean, he's really turned that program around the last couple of years. And Steve Smith's going to do the same thing at Westbrook. No question.
Yep.
And 116 of the 177 votes, Coach Mark O'Brien from Coosa Christian.
Not even a close race.
It wasn't. Hey, Camp. Thanks for finally joining us today.
Hey, buddy.
Just because you're a police chief and busy.
I mean,
Like I'm important.
Look
Look at me. I got a gun.
Important. I carry a gun.
Don't use it on me. Don't tase me.
don't tase me, bro.
Help me.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
That's
That was
great.
good.
That's so good.
So Mark O'Brien, look what I mean. He took a program that was the school was about to close, right? And now they're the standard. And he's got so many haters out there, which adds fuel, really. Mark O'Brien, number 1. Ali Smith, number 2. Steve Smith, number 3. Coach Rob, number 4. Other was number 5. And again, I didn't pick the names. We went from the Post, and we just took out. Coach Rob is the second all-time winningest coach, both active and retired. Let's see what all he's got to say.
Says he's 21 away from taking the lead over Jim Glover. You think that's why he's continued to coach for 632 years?
No.
How long did Jim Glover coach, Kevin?
So let me ask this: what makes, and this is for Kevin Moore, anybody else wants to answer this? What makes a successful head coach? Is it wins? Is it championships? I know if it's region championships, that rules Mark out.
He got none of them things.
He's about to get one. About to get one. Is it completely changing a culture, which is hard to do? It's not overnight. I think Ali's done a great job at that as well. Yeah.
35 years, he says.
If you're looking at championships, how do you not put Steve Smith number 1?
I mean, right?
The old ball coach, how's he not number 1?
I mean, if you're just going purely off winning,
yeah, if you're looking at winning, you're looking at championships. What he's done, he's been in 3 programs, and he's turned them all around. And I'm just saying.
You mean this Steve Smith?
That's Steve Smith right there?
This right here?
That one right there?
This right here?
I mean, 5 state championships? So it depends on what your...
That's a good take, too. It's doing the most with the talent you've got.
Man, absolutely.
It's great.
Heck, yeah, it's not equal, right? And if you don't have, if you have limited talent in your area that kids go to your school in...
Aldridge said, I don't believe very many Westbrook people saw the Post to vote.
Okay, maybe
Probably
so.
fair.
No,
Probably fair.
And
I'm gonna tell you something. In my opinion, you got Steve Smith and O'Brien right there together.
who did I vote for?
You voted for Steve Smith.
I voted for Steve Smith.
You did. He did.
And that's no disrespect to anybody else on the thing there.
Sure.
We all know Mark O'Brien's one of my best friends for many,
That's right.
many years. But if we're looking at
That don't mean nothing.
if we're looking at records,
he's gonna tell the truth like it is.
yeah, if you're looking at
Sure.
records and you're looking at talent, and this particular question,
Mark will probably vote for Steve Smith.
100%,
Yeah.
100% he would.
Yeah.
You look at changing a program and what Mark's doing in 5 years.
But Mark don't even know how many games he's won.
That's true. He don't care about
So
none of that.
let's put that there.
And you're right. I don't think a lot of people saw that, or they just they decided not to vote in it. I 100% believe that, Carrie. And we thank you for your support, by the way. You always watch. We appreciate you very, very much. I need to go get checked out so I can get some sleeping aid stuff there from absolute respiratory care. I've been putting off that sleep test forever.
Do you think you have sleep apnea?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do. Yeah. Well, I don't sleep.
You need to get him hooked up, brother. Please, would you?
Yeah, so I got to get my doctor, then get that sleep study done. Then
Kevin Moore.
I'm coming to see absolute respiratory care.
I believe it. That's what we want. We've been talking about that to both coaches for the last 2 years.
All right, Kevin, but what does that mean?
Eh.
What does that prove?
We
We're talking legacy, or we're talking right now, right here. This one game means I'm an all-time better coach.
Okay, forget the coaching thing. I like the matchup.
Sure.
I want them to play.
You think Kusa wouldn't play Westbrook?
And I want you to do a poll. I want to put a poll out.
You think Westbrook wouldn't play?
They would.
Sure, they would.
Do you guys want the Kusa Christian Westbrook rival to start back up again? Because back in the day when it was Kusa, Westminster, whatever, dude, it was huge rival, big time rival, and bragging rights. The two big Christian schools in the area playing each other. That's a huge deal. And now you've got it where they're competitive. You got it where Kusa's competitive again.
Sure.
Right? So they match up.
Because they wasn't competitive for a long time.
No, for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. And I understand why Westbrook didn't want to play them.
Sure.
Because it wasn't a lot of kids.
What's the point, though, right? At that?
Wasn't a lot of gate. No, there was no interest.
There is now.
Lots of interest now. So you think if those two teams are playing, I can hear the play call. Thou must runneth to the righteth, King James Version.
I don't know if a lot of these are 16-11 or
Ain't gonna be no 16-11 King James, right? Okay, you're right.
They wouldn't let them go to the
big
schools.
time. It would be a big time. And I know Steve Smith will play anybody, anywhere.
Sure.
And I know that Coach Mark O'Brien will play anybody, anywhere. So
wait, you mean Westbrook or Westminster? Because we have beaten Westminster. He says Kusa's never beaten Westbrook. They may never beaten Westbrook, but Kevin Stevens, you better let him know.
8-man football don't count.
I did not play 8-man football. That was about 15 years after I left.
I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. So it'll be a great game.
I think it'll be
You know the next big game that everybody's been wanting to talk about a long time. She said talk to Steve. We will care. We'll talk to Steve on Thursday. Depends what kind of mood he's in. It's homecoming. He'll be fine. First of all, just because Kevin Moore says something doesn't mean it's real.
That's exactly right. Well, I really like the matchup and the argument between Kevin Stevens and Kevin Moore. Kusa and Etowah, yes, we've been begging for that one to happen.
Mark tried to make this happen. Mark O'Brien tried to make this happen. Atala said no.
You're not going to be more specific with that. Don't. Let's not. Don't.
I will.
I'm glad. I'm glad you said that. It needs to happen. I mean, Kusa's bringing some big games. They're traveling well. I mean,
Sure.
These guys are going everywhere. They're traveling so well. And you imagine those two games at home, or whichever stadium was that, Jim Glover or Philip Ellen. There's going to be a lot of folks in there. According to my son, he's in pretty good mood so far this week.
Good. Praise God for that. He got a big victory. Y'all got a huge victory. Is George causing problems? He's stirring the pot.
We played on the team, Kevin. I played on the team that we beat Westminster. So I don't even know. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to go look it up. I guess I made that victory up.
Yes, he won.
Yeah. Just saying.
9-18 all time. You've never beat him as Kusa Christian, it looks like. No, I'm sorry, you did. I apologize. 1990.
There you go. I was on that team. Thank you very much.
1990. And then
we beat him at home.
You beat him twice in 90.
One was for the championship. Or for
42-0 and 35-0 were those scores. Yeah.
And Pat Ferguson ran all over him.
Kevin Stevens ran over a lot of people.
Kevin Stevens put a lot of folks out of that game. I'm just saying, Brandon Heddy. Just saying.
So, yeah. Kevin, unfortunately, you're mistaken.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Coach Neesmith's watching. Hey, how's Gage playing, Coach? God, I'm so happy to see him playing college ball. That kid gets it, man. He's just one of those kids that get it.
I'm looking at these comments. Fun stuff.
Love it. So that's gonna wrap it up for us. 1990 champs. Yeah.
Come on, Kevin. That's how it was, buddy.
You can't trust anything Kevin Moore says, unless he's. Never mind.
We saw you watching football game as you were playing the
In the talent?
Yeah, the talent.
Look, Kevin is playing the saxophone, but he's watching the football game. That's how talented he is. He's so good. Hey, next Tuesday, Kevin Moore is going to be sitting in this seat right here. He's going to be sitting in Mojo's seat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's patiently waiting. He's going to be growing while he's waiting. I promise you. When he gets the chance to take over as a starting quarterback, Gage is special.
He'll do it up.
He's different.
Good people.
Hey, and again, we really didn't talk about it. I talked about it during the CUSA, and we're going to end with this during the CUSA football game last week. Is we lost a great man, and got hurt. It's Coach Yancey. He was a fighter to the end, right, Brett? He's a great dude. Glencoe guy, Southside guy, but a great family. Just a fantastic daddy, fantastic coach, great man of God. And his battle is over, but we all miss and love him. Wow. And I just thought we were talking high school football. We got to talk about Coach, man.
It's tough.
So thoughts and prayers to the family, but he's worshiping, man.
Come on.
Coach is worshiping. So that's kind of how I want to end me talking.
I love it. I love it. Praying for them. Continue to pray for them. Hey, go out and support a high school football game this week. There's plenty of them to choose from and some good matchups this week. So go out and cheer your team on and trash talk some more. And
Xavier.
What'd he say?
You can't trust Kevin at all. He's a Bama fan.